Hey everyone, it's Everfrost. So recently I asked my Discord server to ask me some questions and I would answer them in a video. So at the same time, I'm also gonna open these 20 cosmetic collection cases for the summer 2021. I have 20 cases with 20 keys. Hopefully we get something good while I answer these questions. So it should be a good time. So I think I'll read a question first and then answer it, and then I'll open up a crate. I think that makes the most sense. So first we have from Cal. It says, what year did you start TF2ing? And I think I started in 2013, but I can check. I have my mercenary badge, and it says September 30th, 2012, which is like 9 years ago. So it's been a long time. But it's been pretty fun, all the same. I'm gonna open up this first case, and we get a strange brim of fire. Pretty good. It's always good to get a strange instead of just getting the unique one. Junpei asks, what was your first unusual? My first unusual was Mining Light with TF circling logo. I got it because NG was my favorite class, and at the time it wasn't too expensive because it wasn't a miss, because it was just a regular hat. And I got it and painted everything gold, but eventually I got tired of it and then ended up trading it away. So we got a real fly hat. Not strange, unfortunately, but I guess we'll take what we get. Do you have a full-time job, or do you consider making YouTube videos a part-time job? I do have a job. I'm a grocer at a local store, and that usually helps to pay for food and stuff. Luckily, I don't have too many expenses, so I get by. I would love for YouTube to be a full-time job. That'd be great. So hopefully in the future, maybe. We open up and we got our first fish. I've seen people unbox and they've been getting a lot of fish. Hopefully we don't get too many fish. Next item is a Manco tour duty ticket. Okay. Next question. Wintry asks, what is your favorite soldier banner? I would have to say my favorite soldier banner would be the default buff banner, mostly because it comes in festive. Unfortunately, I feel like the buff banner is probably the weakest of all the banners because it doesn't have a passive like the other banners do, and it also requires the most amount of damage to activate. But maybe in the future it can get buffed, unironically. But yeah, that's a good question. And we get a wild brim slouch. Okay, cool. Next question. Coper asks, if you play on community servers, what's your favorite type of community server? Well, I would have to say, outside of servers like Uncle Dane's and casual.tf, I like to spend some time on Death Run servers as a way to take a break from normal TF2. I have this one favorite map of mine, which it's the entire map of Ocarina. And sometimes I just like spend an hour or so just listening to music and jumping around the map. This is a fun time. Alright, we got a two-punch man. I know this hat comes with a groove version, which is cool, but unfortunately it's not a strange, so that's a kind of ouch. Streamline Gaming asking, what is the class that you play the most of? My favorite class would be NG, but the one I usually end up playing the most of is Soldier. Usually because it's a class that I can do the best in pub servers. You know, the funny haha shoot at the ground and do well. But yeah, I guess Soldier is the class I play the most of. So next crate, let's see what we get. We got 1,000-yard stare. Well, I needed to get one of these eventually, so it's kind of cool that we got one. Would have been cool that it was strange though. Next question from Social Dancer 420 says, apple juice or orange juice? That's a really hard question. I really like both apple juice and orange juice. But if I had to pick between both of them, probably apple juice wins by a little bit. Because it's sweeter. Because orange juice is kind of bitter and gets tiring after a bit. But yeah, apple juice all the way. We get a roaming Roman. No unusuals yet, unfortunately. But you know, it's still fun to occasionally open up crates and stuff. Pisk asks, what was your first experience with video games? That is a really hard question because I ended up playing video games from a really young age. I think one of the first times I played a video game was when I was at a babysitter. This was back when I was like 4 or 5 maybe. And they had an NES and we played Super Mario on it. And I always ended up having to be Luigi, but it was still a great time. And I think that has to be my first time. The first time I had a system must have been when I was given a Game Boy Color for my birthday. It was a purple one with Pokemon Blue on it. We have very fond memories of that. Alright, next case. We got 2 items in this one. We got a fried batter and then a backpack expander. I had just used one of these too. That's unfortunate, but I guess I got my money back out of that. Then we have Hoda, who asks, what is your dream unusual? I think my dream unusual would probably be the towering pillar of presents with one of the Christmas effects, either the mistletoe or maybe sunbeams. That'd be pretty fancy. Such a rare hat. I've seen unusuals of it, but they go for like thousands of keys, which is crazy. Just crazy to me. But maybe one day. But yeah, I guess that's my dream unusual. But I like the one I have right now. Alright, we got the bottom half of the set. We got the meal dealer. Not strange, but what are you gonna do? Then we have another question that says, Coke or Pepsi? If you say Pepsi, I'm going to be a bit angry, but I'll get over it. Trick question, neither. I would go with Dr. Pepper. So yeah, I drink Dr. Pepper on everything. I'd go to every diner, and I'd be like, "Can I get a Dr. Pepper?" Or every fast food place, and I'd be like, "What do you want to drink?" And I'd be like, "Dr. Pepper," because that's all I drink. We got paint, and then we got the ties. Unfortunately, not strange again. This is one of the best cosmetics of the set, just because of how many different versions it comes with. So we're halfway through. No unusuals, unfortunately, but I think we're getting some good stuff out of here. So we next question. We got Drax, I think, saying, "What's your process for coming up with video ideas?" I don't have any process. A funny idea pops into my head, and I'm like, you know what, that could make a good, interesting video, and I work on it and I just kind of slap things together until it's funny enough in my head, and then I upload it. It's literally just my process for videos. For commentaries, I usually just have something on my mind that I want to talk about. Another fish. Oh no, more fish. I don't want fish. It's bad. But yeah, I usually just have an idea in my head, and I just go with it until I slap something together and upload it. Next question. Thoughts on otters? The otters are pretty cool. They do that thing with the float and they hold their food up. That's pretty cool. That reminds me, that was one of my starter Pokemons for I forget which region it was. Was it 4, 5, whatever? I think it was black and white. Yeah, where they had the Samurott. Yeah, that was one of my starters for that region, because I really dig the design of it. Next crate, we got 2 items. We got the tires again, not strange, rip. And another backpack expander, which is decent, I guess. Ooh, no unusuals yet, but Florida Man asks, what is your favorite weapon to use in TF2? I would have to say my favorite weapon to use is probably the default flamethrower, because of how good Air Blast is. It gives you so many options. People are always like, oh, Pyro's so easy, just W plus M1, haha. But it's actually, there's so much potential, especially if you know how to use Air Blast correctly. So yeah, I guess that's probably my favorite weapon to use. I think another weapon I really like is probably the whip for Soldier, just because it's fun to slap people and make them run faster, which is always funny. It's too bad the thing has such a freaking broken hitbox that it makes it impossible to hit your teammates sometimes. But yeah, I guess those are my favorite ones. We got a dueling minigame, and then a real fly hat. Rip, not strange. Man, just not getting anything good out of this one. That's kind of unfortunate, but what are you gonna do, I guess. Next question. Bofenho asks, can you give me your IP? Yes, it's 7
7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7.
Another tie. Oh boy, well, we're gonna be giving away a lot of ties today. Planning on giving away all my duplicates, because I don't need 3 ties. I can only equip 1 at a time anyways. I guess it's good for you guys that I get duplicates, but kind of sucks. DMC asks, what would be some advice for someone starting in TF2? My advice for somebody starting in TF2 is use the stock weapons more than you think you should. See, a bad habit of people who are new to the game is as soon as they get an unlock, they'll switch over to the unlock and they won't grasp the mechanics of the character first. It makes them underperform. So yeah, stay with the stock weapons, and once you got a good understanding on how to use the weapons, then switch off to unlocks and stuff like that. Oh yeah, good question. Alright, one item, we got the Sightliner for Engineer. He's pogging. Nice. Alright, only 5 crates left. 5 more questions. Stupid Man asks, what's your favorite subclass? I guess my favorite subclass would have to be shotgun heavy, just because people underestimate it so much. And yet you can pump out a lot of damage, especially in matches where people aren't so team coordinated and it's more just random death matches. You can do really well as shotgun heavy. But yeah, I guess that counts as a subclass. Let's see what we get in this case. We got the fast food. Now I know this is a pretty popular item, so I'm glad I got it. So I think I have the full scout set. I got the hat, the shirt, and then the backpack. That's pretty cool. Next question. Icy Wolf says, are you a gamer? No, I've never played a game in my entire life. I only play Animal Crossing and Farmville. Whoa! We got the balloony phones. We got the fucking balloony phones. Pog! I know this goes for a lot. Unfortunately, it's not strange, but it's still pretty cool. We got the top tier one. Nice. Now I can listen to all my fucking jams while I play TF2. Next question says, what are your dreams for this channel if it were to become a big name in the TF2 community, like Uncle Dane, for example? Honestly, it's been kind of my dream to become a part of this community. Not necessarily for the fame, but just because I'm so invested in this game and it means so much that if I could become a big enough name in the community, I'd be happy for life. It'd be amazing just to be able to be a content creator for TF2 and just, you know, share my experiences, and especially if I can turn this passion project into like a sustainable job, that'd be great. But yeah, that'd be great. I don't know, for the long term though. TF2 is already like, what, 15 years old at this point? I don't know if he'll go another 10 years. Kind of weird to think about it. But yeah, if I ever do become, if you're watching this video like 3 years from now and become a bigger, well-known name, just know that I had humble beginnings and I appreciate all the support I've gotten. And we got a shitty 2-punch man. Okay, cool. Fuck this game. Alright, down to our last 2 cases. Any good questions? Oh, okay. More controversial question. How often do people bully you for your profile picture? And in a scale of 1 to 10, how annoying is it? So, what I'm guessing they're talking about is my mascot character, the little Everfrost. He's a Samoyed dog, and I made him a long time ago, and I'm not ashamed to say that, yeah, he's basically a furry character. Actually, I was expecting a lot more bullying to happen, and I'm actually kind of disappointed in you guys for not bullying me enough. But on a scale to 1 to 10, I'd say actually like a 1. I've only had like 1 or 2 comments that pointed out, actually. But everybody else has been pretty much chill about it. Probably because it doesn't actually affect my content in any way. It's just a character that I have, and I leave it at that. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. No. I had key. Oh, cancel. So let's see what we get in the second crate. Come on, penultimate crate. Come on, let's get something good. Another. Oh, it's a strange real fly hat. Oof, nothing good. Alright, down to the last crate. I doubt we're gonna get anything good out of it, but we gotta answer a question first. So, Pancake asks, if you could change one thing about your favorite class, what would it be? My favorite class is engineer, and I guess if I could change anything about him, I would probably fix the Thompson. The Thompson is really bad. I'd just get rid of the drain cloak and just give it more damage and a faster projectile. Because honestly, that thing sucks the way it is right now. But yeah, that's the only thing I can really think about engine needing to get fixed. But yeah, good question. Alright, last crate. We got Wad Brim Slouch. No unusual this time, guys. No unusual. But we got Maloney phones. How much are these worth? Oh, they're not even worth a key. No! Well, this probably wasn't the best unboxing. But I had fun, and let's see, what do we get as doubles? We got 2 neckties. So yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll be giving these hats away as raffles on my Discord channel. So feel free to join, and all you have to do is hit that little emote to be entered for Discord raffle, and hopefully you guys can win one of these extra hats, because I have no use for them. But yeah, I appreciate you guys being along and fucking seeing my shitty luck with these unboxing. But No, I'm more excited for Halloween and Christmas. Probably do a much bigger one for Christmas. But yeah, thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay frosty.
What the dog doing?